Welcome to your number one news source for all that nerd-ish on Pornhub, the Creatia Conversation. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden, Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-host today, finally, after 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You missed 2 weeks of
I have
us,
not
you
missed
and
2
me.
weeks.
You have missed 2 weeks of you and me.
Oh, of you and me, me, yes. But on the show, no.
No, but you missed 2 weeks of us, our scheduled day. And that's all I care about, Vince, is our relationship. I don't care when you show up and spend time with other men or women. It is all about our time together. That's all I care about. Anyway, after 2 weeks, he is finally here so we can do our version of the Creatia Conversation. How you doing, Vince?
I'm doing well. I just made myself a little café con leche in my Kurt Angle cup. It's a good way to start the morning. Can't complain. How about you, man? How you been?
Really good, actually. Outside of some gripes that we'll talk about on Friday, Raw 30 kicked ass. I had a really great night last night. Also got up this morning, talked to the countertop people, found out that my countertops will be delivered next Tuesday, which means the very first full week of February, the 6th through the 10th. I already talked to Travis. He's going to figure out some shit to have me covered. I will be moving in finally to the new house that full week of February. So 2 weeks, I'll be out of here. So
I'm glad. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. I hope at some point I'm at the stage that you are in your life where you're able to like move into like that really good home. So I'm happy for you, man. I can't wait. I'm excited for countertops. I never thought I'd say that I'm excited for countertops, but I'm excited for your countertops.
Dude, you're at that age where you get excited for countertops. It's a fucking thing, man. Like as you grow up and you start adulting, like you start getting excited for weird shit. Like, you know what I got for Christmas this year? The one like big gift that I got that I was really excited for?
What?
It was an air fryer grill.
An air fryer grill sounds amazing.
Yes. It's an indoor grill that is also an air fryer. And it was like the one thing that I was like, I can't fuck. And it's been at the new house. I haven't even been able to use it. So it's just been sitting there. So like I'll be able to start cooking brats and burgers and chicken and steak and all sorts of shit at the house on my new air fryer grill. Like I'm stoked.
So what you're saying is you're gonna cook us up some air fried grilling at the new Matthew household.
Also, hi Katie. I'll cook some stuff up. Unfortunately, I was hoping to be in the new house for Royal Rumble and get to watch the new house, but I will not because that's this Saturday. But it's all good. The one thing I am worried about with the new house is my dog Ozzy. I started bringing him over there to kind of transition him and everything like that, but I'm a little worried about how he's going to handle, especially us being in and out and just being in a new area. But thanks to dog.com being your online dog supply shopping and information destination, everything your dog needs from toys to treats and food is available, including collars and leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. So if you go to dog.creatiaworld.com, you can receive up to 64% off your order today. That's dog.creatiaworld.com. Thanks to them, I'm going to be able to get some cool shit for Ozzy, get him nice and comfortable in that new home, make sure that it feels like home for him. That's all thanks to Creatia World. So yeah, I will be on dog.creatiaworld.com and I will be ordering up some shit to make him feel nice and safe at home.
That's good, man. By the way, props on the seamless transition. I love how you're in mid-season form already, and it's only January. Love to see it.
Travis is here too. He says writes down air fryer grill. Dude, it's fucking awesome. I've really taken it upon myself to seamlessly find a way to get these plugs in until Travis gets our commercials done and I don't have to plug shit anymore. So,
by the way, I need him to send me those commercials because, surprise, I'm actually gonna try to record it either this Sunday or this Monday coming afternoon, right before Creatia Conversation. I'm gonna try to record Spit or Swallow for the Royal Rumble. I was ideally thinking it'd be just like a collaboration between you and me, but if not, I'll just go ahead and hit up Chicago de Fantasma and Benji and Just. So
Yeah. It's in the Google Docs.
Okay.
So if you go into Slack, and you click after you go into Creatia Conversation, if you click at the top, it'll pull up like all the info. And if you scroll down, there are bookmarks. It's all bookmarked in there. And if you go in there, it might ask for access, but Travis will give you access to it. So
Okay.
it's all in there.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
You're just gonna have to click each individual document, and then it'll pull it up, and you can get it in Google Docs.
Okay.
So,
well, here's my question for you, Matt. I know we just shared the podcasting screen together on Friday night, but what you been up to besides the countertop, man? What you been watching?
Well, we talked about Last of Us yesterday. WCW 1997, getting ready to do the next episode of Return to Wrestling with Travis. Obviously, Raw 30. Trying to play a little bit of Pokemon Scarlet Violet here and there, and also Final Fantasy 7. So, I realized that I have been playing Final Fantasy 7's PS4 version on my PS5, and I didn't know I could get a free upgrade to the PS5 version. So then I did that last night. But then it took fucking forever to download, so I never got to play the PS5 version of the game. So,
oh man, you know what? I honestly can't even blame you on that, because when I first got my PS5, I was playing Mortal Kombat on the PS4 version, not knowing that I get the free upgrade for the PS5.
Right? Like, nobody told me that shit. I just assumed. And then I was dicking around in there. I forget what I saw that there was Integrate, which is like an intermission sort of like DLC story where you get to play as Yuffie. So I was like, all right, let me see. I'm trying to find it so I can purchase it and download it. And I really don't know how beautiful it is. And I already thought it was beautiful with the PS4 version. So hopefully tonight, after I drop shit off and I watch an episode of Nitro, I can get a little time on the PS5 version, because it should all be downloaded. But yeah, so there's that. Anything movie or game wise you're doing?
Well, me personally, like in terms of like game wise, I just recently re-downloaded Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 and try to get back into that world, because I played this first Xenoverse and then I got Xenoverse 2, but it was like right after like still continuously playing Xenoverse, so it felt like the same exact game. So I kind of like paused it and I turned it on, and I forgot how very little I played the game. I went in and my character was like level 13.
Okay.
And I was completely out of the loop. I felt like such a scrub. So that's kind of like my goal for this weekend, aside from watching the Rumble, hosting it at the house as well. So open invite. Come over to the Delgado household. You can sit on the casting couch with me and watch some rumbling and some wrestlers. But I'm doing that. I'm trying
you're making steak tacos, right, for everybody?
Steak tacos or al pastor, barbacoa, carnitas, cecina. I have variety. Like we're gonna have a whole taco guy here. Gonna have a whole taco truck. I'm also playing Miles Morales. I picked it up. I'm trying to platinum it, because I finished the game, but I'm trying to get all the side missions and stuff figured out. I've been trying to get some time to play some Scarlet and Violet, but I just have not been able to, man.
See, it's the easiest thing for me because it's handheld, so I can play it while I'm doing anything else. Like,
my whole thing is that
is Jesus Mendez Jesus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird because I'm used to Jesus on Twitch, not Jesus on okay.
On YouTube?
Yeah. And then I saw he was trolling you, so I was like, that's gotta be our Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. That's our Jesus. Barbacoa, yes, barbacoa. So that's what I've been doing. But in terms of games, man, like right now, I'm mostly just looking forward to that Harry Potter game that's coming out. And obviously, you guys talked about WWE 2K23 on yesterday's show, so I'm geeked about that one.
What are you geeked about? Because Travis and I talked about it, and I said I'm at a point in my life now where I don't like, even though I bought them because I love wrestling, I'm not interested in getting the game anymore, because when I buy these games, I'm all excited for them, and then I never really play them because it's not the same for me. Like growing up, I had Travis and John and all these friends over, and we'd sit together and we'd play and we'd plan all this stuff out, and I don't have that connection with people anymore. It's not a game that I enjoy playing just solely me.
Yes, I understand that. It's one of the main reasons, aside from like the crappiness that was 2K20, that made me just steer away from it all. you kind of just miss the camaraderie, the like hanging out on the living room with your friends, having a game night, just hanging out, and it's a different experience. I was able to keep that with Jesus and my friend Ben when we play online, but I didn't get 2K20 because it was so trash. There was no 2K21. 2K22 came out, but I got it like maybe like in June for my birthday, and I didn't really touch it that much. So it's been sitting there.
Even though Rey Mysterio is the cover art for 2K22, it took you forever to get it?
Well, I didn't get it right away because obviously, financial expenses, I was going through some stuff. So like obviously getting the game was the least of my concern. But Melissa bought it for me. So
Oh,
one of the
she's so
reasons
sweet.
she's the sweetest. She got mad at me that I bought NBA 2K23 for myself because she wanted to get it for me because she just wants to buy me stuff. Which again, perfect partner. I should be getting a ring on her ASAP.
No, Vince, you shouldn't be getting a ring on her. What you should be doing is you should be going to mycentralsecrets.com because Valentine's Day is coming up. And at mycentralsecrets.com, they boast one of the largest catalogs online on the web across all the varying levels of adult toy categories with toys for him, for her, and for both. The product line is extensive compared to other competitors in the sexual wellness industry. Orders ship within 24 hours, so customers are always satisfied with both price and quality. MySensualSecrets.com has top-rated reviews and exceptional customer service. So go to sensual.creationworld.com to receive 10% off your order today. That's sensual.creationworld.com. Because, as I said, it's coming up, Vince. It's coming up.
Oh, don't worry.
Get her toys.
Oh, don't worry.
She deserves toys.
Listen,
she deserves pleasure. For buying you video games, she deserves all the pleasure.
Listen, when I said I was going to get a ring, I didn't specify what kind of ring I was going to get her.
Oh, like a cock ring.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Pleasure for her and me. It's a win-win situation.
Or you can get her a ring and a toy.
Or a ring that is a toy.
So I was talking to Travis yesterday, and I came with this great idea. It would be like, you remember like the N64 Rumble packs?
Yes.
But for your pussy. So what it would be is it would be like a Lush that syncs to your PS5 or Xbox Series X controller. Mm-hmm. So as you're playing and it rumbles, it vibrates in her. I think this is a fantastic idea. I think this along with like wrestling inspired dildos is we really need to get into the Creation World sex toy game. We really do.
I think so. I think it's an open field. It's a market that's not explored right now, so we can capitalize on it and explore it. But yeah, going back to WWE 2K23, I'm excited that we. I'm excited about War Games. I saw War Games was there. That was cool. I saw Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is on the fucking game. Thank you. I'm glad they got Bad Bunny instead of Machine Gun Kelly because Bad Bunny's actually wrestled in WWE. On top of that, I'm just excited to like play it. I'm gonna try to get it from the jump this time. I'm not sure which edition I'm gonna get, but I'm pretty sure Melissa's gonna buy it for me. So that's another reason why I geek for it because I'm gonna get a free game again. And
well, I guess it doesn't come out till March. Never mind. Like if she gets that for you on Valentine's Day and you don't have some kind of vibrating butt plug or something ready for her, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you.
Well, I already got my Valentine's Day gift.
Was it a vibrating butt plug?
No, it was autographed gummies from the Chicago Bulls star player Zach LaVine that did a collaboration with her store Foxtrot. So she was able to get me like his autograph, and it was like a limited edition. Dope. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a vibrating butt plug, but I mean that's still cool if you're into basketball and gummies.
I mean, she could put the bag on me and vibrate it,
Yeah,
so it's not the same. But yeah, I mean, look, all I'm gonna say is if you do eventually get on PS5 so we can play online.
I don't think I'm going to, just because, like I said, I got 22, I got 20, I had 16, I had 19, all of that. I made people, I did things like I made belts and everything, but actually playing the game, I never actually played the game. Like I created a bunch of shit and then I didn't do anything with it. And it was really just a waste of money at that point. So
what if you get it on sale like a few months after the fact? It's like half off or something.
We'll see. Maybe.
No, but I'm saying, I know where you stand on it. I'm just saying if you do eventually at some point pick it up on PS5.
Okay.
All right. So we can at least play. Maybe we can do some like Twitch streams and it'll be like Smacking the Raw, like wrestling or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if the thing is, Actually, I don't have that one, so never mind. I was going to plug Dubby, but I didn't grab the link to Dubby yet, and I don't want to do it during the show. But Dubby is also sponsored by us, and you guys can go check them out. Full ad. And it's great for keto diets as well as gaming, energy, all of those great things. I will pull that up and have it for the next time I do it. Travis is probably going to be mad at me, but it is what it is. I actually don't even know if that's in there yet. So
yeah.
I just saw the news sticker and I was like, oh, this is perfect time. And then I couldn't do it. Fucked it up. Fucked it up.
All right. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Did you see the official showcase trailer though for 2K?
I did.
Okay.
Was Cena and all that?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I was waiting to like watch it together.
Let's get into news. M&Ms. You like M&Ms?
I like the rapper. I like M&Ms in a wrapper.
Do you like the candy?
I like the candy as long as the peanuts are inside.
It melts in your mouth, Vince, not in your hand. Kind of like my dick. So you're aware of the controversy, right? Like that they changed some of the female characters and made them less sexy, and then a bunch of weird fucking people on the internet went in an uproar.
I heard some of that. I wasn't really like knee deep in it, but yeah, go on.
So they've got you've seen the commercial. They've got the spokes candy. They've got the female green M&M and a female purple M&M.
Yeah.
They got the yellow M&M and the brown M&M and all this stuff. So the green M&M had high heels on, and you know they made her quote unquote less sexy. And a bunch of weird internet people were like, "Why are they doing this to why are they trying to be PC and making her this and putting her in sneaker?" And like they had a shit fit about a fucking cartoon M&M. And apparently. M&M's got so sick of it, they're like, we're just going to bench the spokes candy. So brown M&M, yellow peanut M&M, all that, not going to be the spokes candy anymore for M&M's. It is now going to be Maya Rudolph. Which I'm not mad at. I like Maya Rudolph, but I also think it's weird that the internet forced a major candy company over the fact that they made their cartoon character less sexy to just scrap their whole deal.
Well, look, man, my whole thing is that, yeah, I think it's something very small and trivial to get upset over, but I also don't see the point of like why just not have both versions of like the green M&M? Let her have heels and then also rock Converse or whatever the fuck she was rocking in the updated version. It's like girls can wear both.
They can wear both, like I said.
Or guys can wear both. It's that kind of world we're living in.
These people are fucking weird, man. They really are. Like, there are so many cartoon characters that are getting updated, and they're like, "Oh, well, when I was growing up, she was this and she wore this, and why is she not as sexy?" And it's like, okay, we get it. You're into cartoon porn. It's cool, but there's like a whole thing for that.
Yeah.
You don't need to jack off to commercials, bro. Like, chill.
It's the same thing people were talking about with Space Jam 2, how Lola Bunny was like more covered up with the jersey being baggier as opposed to the original Space Jam where she's out here showing all her curves. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
People being weird. Like
that. That is exactly what I was talking about. It's like, oh, I can't watch Space Jam and jerk off anymore. Oh, can't jerk off to M&M commercials anymore. I'm
sure there are plenty of artists that you can commission to do these fantasy arts for you.
I mean, that right there, Kyle. Would I rather fucking M&M or a Skittle is the all-time question of, do I want to taste the rainbow or do I want it to melt in my mouth, not in my hand? And I think I'm gonna go melt in my mouth. Definitely gonna go melt in my mouth.
I think it depends. If it's the regular M&Ms, Skittles. If we're talking about the peanut-filled ones, then we have a little bit more of a debate here because I like the crunchiness. I like the center being able to crunch and you feel the peanut inside.
So Travis wants M&M hentai. Apron Bump thinks Skittles are cleaner. Katie would rather fuck a Skittle. TC says, "Have you seen that brown M&M?"
Did you
Vince,
see
and the joke I was about to make, but Travis beat me to it because you like the peanut version. Vince likes nuts in his mouth. Brown M&M is thick.
Not all peanuts though. Not all nuts.
Yeah, Jesus. Of course we're on Twitch too. Why wouldn't we be on Twitch? We're live everywhere right now.
I just like to share the YouTube one so that like it gets some like subscribers onto the YouTube channel. which is
well, you should also share the Twitch, because unlike YouTube where people can subscribe for free, here on Twitch, if they have their Amazon Prime account, they can go to twitch.tv/Creatia World, and then they can give us that sub, give us some of that Elon money, and they can also get access to cool emotes and everything while they're in our Twitch chat. So you should plug both.
Oh no, I'm plugging both. I'm just saying, like, you can only share one link on the story on Instagram, so I chose the YouTube one.
And we appreciate you so much for that, Jesus. I don't know what the fuck tout is, or toot.
Tout.
My toot link? That
tout.
Sounds like
Tout. It was a thing that WWE was promoting for like a while, was tout, because it was supposed to be the new TikTok or something.
I was gonna say my toot link. That sounds like something dirty.
Yeah, you know what? We should try to like scour the internet for some Eminem hentai and use that as part of the thumbnail, and then send it to Travis.
I am sure Travis is on that already.
Perfect.
We'll plug whatever I want. This one I'm actually really excited about, Vince. So Bloody Disgusting has uncovered a big time scoop to finish off last week, learning that Sean S. Cunningham, the producer behind the Friday the 13th franchise, is not only working to get his own Friday the 13th reboot off the ground, but he's also developing a reboot of horror movie he produced in 1985 called House.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, he is producing an original film titled The Night Driver, working alongside Jeff Locker and director Jeremy Weiss on the various upcoming projects. Now, I wasn't a huge House fan. It's got kind of a cult following. See, I knew he was. But I wasn't a huge fan of the movie House. However, I love the Friday the 13th franchise. It's not as high up there for me as Halloween is, but Jason is a fun ass fucking character.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean S. Cunningham. Wow, that's weird. Sean S. Cunningham. There's been a whole legal battle going on that we talked about on Getting Off, where rights and shit. There's a Friday the 13th prequel series coming very soon.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this year. All this stuff. So we're getting more Jason, which has me excited. And if he can get this reboot off the ground, even though they already rebooted it once, after everything we got from Halloween, despite how everyone feels about Halloween Ends, like, I'm fucking stoked for more Jason. And I literally just talked on Getting Off that I want Christmas in Crystal Lake. I need a Christmas movie with Jason in Crystal Lake. The lake is frozen, Christmas hats, you know.
I need Jason in the Christmas
all
hat.
Of that. Exactly.
Wait, like some like bloody, like with some blood stain drips on the white parts of the hat only. That's what I want to see.
What I was talking about was like he barges through a house like he does, but he like barges through the chimney and there's like a Christmas hat on there and it just ends up on his head. Then it's Jason with that. And he looks up and he takes it down, killing people in the frozen lake and drowning them. Maybe slaughtering some reindeer or some drunk dude dressed up like Santa who's taking a piss in the woods. Like, I need Christmas in Crystal Lake. I don't know if we're going to get that with this, but the fact that there's a reboot coming gives me hope.
That sounds like a really good title for today's episode, is Christmas in Crystal Lake. I'm with it, man. No, this sounds like that I would watch.
I don't think I can share that image, Travis, but I because we're on Twitch, I'm looking at that. I don't think we can share that on Twitch and YouTube. However, check the Slack.
I can censor that real quick, but I don't want to. I don't want that on my phone. I don't want to download that on my phone.
For all of you wondering, don't, Vince, don't.
No, I'm gonna censor it with my thumb.
No, don't, because there's too much to censor. I will just describe it. It is the green M&M, but her skin has been changed to that of a Caucasian lady, and it's her breasts and vagina exposed, doing a pose in her high heels. That's what you get when you Google M&M hentai.
Well, I must say I'm plotting the landing strip. I'm a fan of a little landing strip, you know?
Yeah.
But
anyway, I am excited for all things Friday the 13th, especially with Sean S. Cunningham behind it, because he is the one that has done everything Friday the 13th. And we also, to plug Getting Off again, which you guys can go check out on Twitter at Getting Off, or on our YouTube. All of the episodes of Getting Off are available. We also did a little horror or a slasher verse. And one of the things that I talked about was how in Jason Goes to Hell, there's a Necronomicon. And I talked about a whole way to reboot pretty much every horror franchise, get them under one MCU-esque universe. And it all takes place starting with Jason and the Necronomicon. So we have that option available as well. So I'm really curious as to where they go. And hopefully, some of the ideas that I've shared on the internet get folded into this shit.
Okay, all right, and then they kind of run with some of your ideas that you have out there that you throw out into the universe, trying to manifest things.
I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, I like your idea about like Christmas and Christmas. Like I love Christmas themed movies that aren't a Christmas movie in the traditional sense. I like shit happening, taking place during Christmas, kind of like Hawkeye was taking place during Christmas. I like that it wasn't necessarily a Christmas show, but it was taking place during Christmas, so it counts in that genre. I love stuff like that, and I'm all about having like a slasher film take place during Christmas. It'd be the funniest thing ever to me.
I think it would be fantastic.
I will admit that when I saw the news doc on the Slack, I saw House, and I thought House MD, and I got excited because I thought there was going to be like a reboot for House MD with Hugh Laurie. And I'm like, I love Hugh Laurie. This is going to be fantastic.
However, a Hugh Laurie House horror movie where he is the villain.
He has a great evil laugh, by the way.
He has a great evil laugh, and that is something I could get behind. Where he's like, a jigsaw. Huh?
I just saw your candle background just living here.
Now that my computer's turned, so it's not just a gray wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing. Oh boy, he's sharing more images. That one I think we could share. That one I think we could share.
It hasn't updated for me.
Well,
I haven't seen anything else he's shared, but okay. What else do we have on the docket?
Razzies. Are you familiar with the Razzies?
No, I'm not. This is the first time actually I heard about it. I looked up some of the nominees and winners and stuff like that.
Well, the Razzies are kind of like a worst of award. They're like a mock award.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like WWE's. They did an award where it was like making fun of everyone, didn't they?
I believe so. Yes, I can't recall
what it's called.
I can't recall what it was called, the exact details of the awards, but I do remember something being like that, kind of like a little like tongue in cheek thing, like the worst like wrestling match or something like that. Not that Slam is Katie, because that's like their legit awards, but these are like the mock up ones where like they actually mock people.
But anyway, the Razzies are essentially like the anti-Oscars or whatever. So instead of best picture, this and that, it's who did the worst. The Marilyn Monroe biopic Blonde has 8 nominations, 1 for worst picture, 1 for worst director and screenplay.
Okay.
Travis is just gonna flood us with fucking sexy M&M pictures.
I'm okay with that.
Evan Williams and Xavier Samuels are also both competing for worst supporting actor alongside Maud Sun and Pete Davidson for Good Morning, and Oscar winner Tom Hanks worst supporting actor for Elvis.
Tom Hanks is in the worst nomination for something.
Well, 2 technically, because he's also worst actor race for his turn as Geppetto in Disney's live action Pinocchio.
I didn't actually watch it, but that did not look interesting at all when I saw it be announced, like that Pinocchio movie.
I am not a Machine Gun Kelly fan, so the fact that he is filling out the race for worst actor makes me so happy for his movie Good Morning, which got 7 nominations. Davidson, Pete Davidson for the voice of Marmaduke is also in the running.
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone for the Samaritan, and Jared Leto for Sony's Morbius in the running for worst actor.
Oh, okay. Hold up. All right. Before we dive into that, I want to get your impressions or thoughts on the film itself. Did you watch Morbius?
I did.
What did you think? Because I know what the general consensus is about it, but I don't think we ever discussed it one-on-one.
I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. I've definitely seen worse. I definitely thought it could be better. I have come to the conclusion that I don't like Jared Leto as an actor. I didn't like him as fucking
as Joker.
Joker.
Yeah.
I didn't like him as Morbius. I think we could have found someone better. But like
Yes.
the premise of the movie itself wasn't terrible. It wasn't whatever. My Morbius is the fucking old school 90s Spider-Man cartoon
Hmm.
Morbius.
Yes,
Like
I
that's
love
where I
that
go to
version.
when I think of Morbius.
Hmm.
So it is what
See,
it is.
me personally, there were some good and some bad in the movie. I do think Jared Leto is the best actor out there. I didn't, however, hate the film. I more or less like the villain in there that they had for Morbius. It was good. And I thought the post credit scene was fucking confusing and stupid because it made
Yeah.
no sense, and it made no sense to me. But I think it was just it was just something about it that I knew it was bad going into it, so I wasn't expecting anything that I made me enjoy.
So the post-credit scene, if I remember correctly, was him meeting Vulture, right?
Vulture, yeah.
Which again, like you said, doesn't make sense because that would mean that he is technically in the MCU universe.
Well,
Unless it's
essentially,
an unless it's another branch of the multiverse where Michael Keaton is still the Vulture and those
yeah.
like because that whole thing is weird. Like I literally, by the way, I have one movie, well, two, because I don't have Wakanda Forever yet, but I have one movie left in my MCU rewatch that I was doing, which
You
is
haven't watched Wakanda Forever yet?
no, I have, I just don't have it. So when I do my I don't own it. So when I do my rewatch, I can't rewatch it with the rest of the movies.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna
But
be
I've
on
seen
Disney
it.
Plus soon.
Well, when it is, but I'm in the middle of like I'm at the end of a rewatch now. All I have left is Thor: Love and Thunder.
I
But
love that movie.
every time I watch Multiverse of Madness, I like that movie more and more and more, which is
Yes.
weird because I've always said I'm not a Sam Raimi fan, but something about that fucking movie, the more I watch it, the more I enjoy it for what
You
it
know what?
is.
You know what it is? It has a lot of horror movie tropes and like a feel and aesthetic to it, which I love.
Yeah.
Especially like the chase scenes where Wanda is trying to like get America Chavez, and Strange and Wong are trying to get her to safety. I thought that was fantastic. That was really good.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I don't know, man. Morbius was like one of those like subpar films. You know what it is? It's a grilled cheese sandwich that you just popped in the microwave. Like it's a microwave grilled cheese sandwich.
Who the fuck grilled cheese? Wait, excuse me?
So, like, let's say you're on a budget, right?
Okay.
You don't have butter, you have nothing, but you make the toast, and then once you make the toast, you put the cheese in the sandwich and you microwave it and you cut it.
I have never been that hard up. I've got to be honest. Now, I was going to ask you what so you said you butter your toast for a grilled cheese, right?
Yes.
Have you ever used mayo instead of butter?
Hell no. I'm not I do not condone mayo in use of any food outside of a Mexican street corn.
Listen, I am telling you right now, that grilled cheese sandwich, if you butter your bread with mayo and cook it, is 100 times better than it is with just butter. If
I
you
don't
use the
know.
mayo instead of butter, it's so much better, Vince. My mother-in-law was making grilled cheese, and I saw her pull out the butter, and I'm like, hey, you should. There's nothing about there's nothing grilled about microwave grilled cheese. I told her, I'm like, hey, you should use mayo instead. She didn't know about it either, and she did, and she loved it. Dude, it's fucking fantastic. You need to use mayo instead of butter just once. That's called the microwave cheese, Vince.
Oh my god. The chat. I love the chat, man.
Travis knows what's up, man. Mayo instead of butter on grilled cheese is next level, man.
You know what? I don't want to try it, but you know what? I'll say this: if I ever come over for a show, for like a WWE watch along pay per view, and you make a grilled cheese sandwich with mayo,
If you ever come over for a WWE pay-per-view or watch along, I will cook food for everyone else. I am making you a grilled cheese with mayo.
perfect.
All
I'm
right.
perfectly okay with that.
Let's get back to the Razzies, though. Speaking of Morbius, The King's Daughter, Good Morning,
Mm-hmm.
Disney's Pinocchio, and Blonde, all nominated for Worst Picture. We talked about Worst Actor.
Mm-hmm.
Worst Actress, Ryan Kira Armstrong for Firestarter, which is a remake of a movie that starred Drew Barrymore that I still haven't seen and I actually wanted to check out.
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard for Jurassic Park Dominion. Diane Keaton for Mac and Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya Scodelario, in The King's Daughter. I know who she is. I just don't know how to say her fucking name. And then Alicia Silverstone in the Requiem. Requiem. Worst remake, ripoff, sequel, Blonde, which is the Marilyn Monroe movie. Both 365 days sequels, 365 this day and the next 365 days. Disney's Pinocchio, Firestarter, and Jurassic World Dominion.
Did you watch Jurassic World Dominion?
I did.
What were your thoughts on it? I didn't catch it. I'm not that big in the Jurassic Park, Jurassic like film franchise.
They're running out of ideas. They really are. Like now there's humans mixed with dino DNA. See, even Jesus used mayo for burger buns before. It really gives it that flavor.
Fine, I'll concede.
However, yeah, they're running out of ideas, man. Like they really, really are.
I feel that. It's kind of like the Fast and Furious movies. I feel like they're losing and running out of ideas to use cars. Like they took a car into space.
Exactly. That's pretty much where we're at. I mean, when you get that far into a franchise, even though this isn't really that far into a franchise, like this is, I think what Jurassic World Dominion was like the 9th movie, maybe
Yeah.
So we had sixth movie. So we had the first 3 Jurassic Parks, and then we had Jurassic World, and then another Jurassic World, and then Dominion. So it's 6th movie in a franchise.
Right.
But I guess it's how much can you really do with dinosaurs where you're not doing the same shit. But they always have the same dinosaurs. There's always raptors and T-Rexes, and then there's now they've got all the hybrids. Now they've got human dinosaur hybrids that they're hunting and all sorts of shit.
Okay. I mean, that kind of sounds like Transformers, like Beast Wars.
Oh, do not sit here because Travis is in the chat and I'm here. Do not sit here. I grew up on Beast Wars.
I grew up on Beast Wars
is too. My Transformers.
No,
so
I'm saying
I'm here and knock Beast Wars.
I'm not trying to knock it. I'm just saying like maybe that's where they can go next. It's like dinosaurs transforming.
They are. Beast Wars movie is coming, bro.
No, like in the actual Jurassic franchise where like the dinosaurs evolve into like some Transformers. Travis shared all those M&M pictures on Twitter apparently. My god, that's hilarious. Oh man.
Oh, you're saying dino robots for Jurassic World? Because I was gonna say
like dinosaur robots, like they transform into like Megazords or something, like some Power Rangers shit.
I have never been more excited for a Transformers movie than I am for motherfucking Beast Wars.
Beast Wars is probably the best Transformers like reincarnation or reimagining of
for
the
me
franchise. It is. It's fucking fantastic. I love that. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. That's actually how I was introduced to Transformers was Beast Wars. And then when they were like cars and automobiles and planes, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
I used to have a shit ton of Beast Wars toys, the Transmetals 2s. I was all stoked about it.
No, it was all good shit.
And I'm sure it's probably going to get a Razzie. Worst supporting actress.
Yes.
Adria Arona for Morbius. Lorraine Bracco, who is the wife of Tony Soprano from The Sopranos in Disney's Pinocchio.
Yes.
I think that's who that is. I might be thinking of somebody else. That might have been the one from Goodfellas. I get their actual names confused all the time. Penelope Cruz in The 355. Bing Bing Fan in 355 and The King's Daughter. And Mira Sorvino in Lamborghini, The Man Behind the Legend. We're supporting actors: Pete Davidson, Tom Hanks, Xavier Samuel, Maude Sun, and Evan Williams. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all pretty much the same movies. Like you're gonna get worst director, The Bubble from Judd Apatow. I've never even heard of that. Apparently, Machine Gun Kelly and Maude Sun were both directors on Good Morning. So a movie starring and directed by Machine Gun Kelly is something I will definitely never watch.
The only thing I've seen Machine Gun Kelly like act in was what was that one show on Netflix when the pandemic started where like you can't see the people or else they kill you, or like the creatures or else they kill you?
Oh, I know what you're talking
Um,
about.
Bird Box. Bird
Yeah,
Box was
Bird Box.
the only thing I seen Machine Gun Kelly act in, and
Well,
he's
he
terrible.
was that. He was in that, and then he was also in the. He played Tommy Lee in a show that they did about fuck. What was the name of that movie? But about his band.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't think of the name of that movie. But yeah, no, some Netflix shit, and then apparently this. I'm not into it. Then obviously directors for Blonde, Morbius, and Disney's Pinocchio. Elvis is in the screenplay. I've heard that was terrible. My wife is kind of an Elvis fan. She checked it out. She did not like it. And then yeah, it's all the same shit. Blonde, Good Morning.
Yeah, it's all the
These
same movies.
nominations.
It's all the
Yeah,
same
pretty much.
movies. Speaking of movies, though, we didn't have this on the site, but I'm just like going through like the nerd news feeds that I have. Did you see that the Batman got a few Oscar nominations?
I did not.
So it got nominated for best sound, visual effects, and makeup and hairstyling. So it got
Really?
3 Oscar nominations. Yes.
So nothing for fucking shiny vampire Bat Boy.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have if he was actually a shiny vampire bat boy, like an actual like Batman suit, and he was glistening and shining in the daylight. That would have been funny. I didn't personally like think it was the best portrayal of Batman personally. So that's
I
why
didn't
I'm not
either.
surprised. That's why I'm not surprised he didn't get all these nominations. And then there's people having uproar saying like, "Oh, I should be nominated for this,
Yes,
this,
the dirt.
this."
Thank you, Katie. That was what it was.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Robert Pattinson. He's just slightly above the Jared Leto category for me.
He's right in there for me. Last but not least, you watch Stranger Things, right? You were a fan of Stranger Things?
No, unfortunately, I didn't watch it.
Really?
Yeah, no, I just never got into the series.
I had it in our notes for the Batman is not all that special. I agree. And Travis is a big DC fan. But
Yeah,
I had it in our notes, but for some reason on my computer when I pull up the documents versus when I pull it up on my phone, it's not showing up. But I want to talk about because I was a Stranger Things fan. So there's a D&D movie coming out. The villain was revealed. And they're like, no, it's not Vecna. Vecna being the villain from the last season of Stranger Things.
yes.
But Vecna is a necromantic lich, and that is exactly what the villain is going to be. So apparently, the villain for the new movie is where did it go? Leader of the Red Wizards of Thay, Saz Tam is gonna be his name. But essentially, a lich is like a wizard who turned to the dark side and did some shit to like some really fucked up shit, like murdered his master or something to get his power. And the one Vecna is all fucking deformed and crazy looking in Stranger Things. So I am not I would be down for sexy Vecna. I was not excited for the D&D movie, but I'm kind of interested knowing who the villain's going to be, how it's going to play out.
Okay. Well, I may not be into it, but I know for a fact Melissa's going to be into it. So, like, I will ask her.
Does Melissa play D&D?
No, but she likes Stranger Things, so she
Okay.
might be interested. She might be
Okay.
interested.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. That'd be like a fun fact that I wouldn't have known about her if I find out she's actually into D&D. So, yeah.
You got anything else you want to talk about today, Vince?
I think I'm all tapped out. I think I came and talked about everything that was needed to be talked about. And yeah, I think that's everything.
All right. You want to pull up the banner so I can plug stuff and then you can put it up there?
Yes.
Okay. Because you missed me on my ads plugs. Sunshine.
Go on. Go ahead.
Thank you guys for joining us here for the Creatia Conversation. If you are joining us live on twitch.tv/Creatia World or on youtube.com/Creatia World, please give us a sub over on YouTube. And if you have the ability, like I said earlier in the show, Twitch as well. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it. You're going to have to do it off your computer, but then you can use your linked Amazon Prime account for 1 free sub a month. We would love if you could give it to us. If not, give it to your favorite Twitch account. Just don't let Elon keep that money. Everything you need to know about what we do here, whether it's me and Vince or me and Travis or Mara or even John, who you may see in the commercials but doesn't really join us for stuff anymore, and it kind of makes me sad. You guys can see at creationworld.com. All of the stuff, podcasts, YouTube, Twitch, can be found at linktree/creationworld. We have a Facebook page, facebook.com/creationworld.
I don't see check the Facebook us out. Banner here.
It's in there. You can check us out on Twitter and Instagram at It's Creation World, ITSCREATIA World.
There it is. Well, see, here's the thing. We don't have a specific Creatia Conversation one, so I have to jump in between and try to look for stuff.
What are you talking about? It's under banners, and it's Creatia Comics, and all of this stuff is here under banners and Creatia Comics.
Okay, all right. Well, damn, there you go. See,
yeah,
I don't plug it. It's usually Travis that plugged it, but I'm gonna need to know it because I'm gonna have.
You are, because we're gonna be doing this every Tuesday, and I'm gonna need you to handle this part for me. You're fucking up. You did so good all episode. I was so proud of you. It's Instagram, okay. Twitter. At It's Creation World.
Players fuck up.
Also, we have a Patreon. Like I said, Travis and I are recording the very next episode of Return to Wrestling this weekend. So if you are a fan of our travel through WCW, we are in 1997, headed towards the Great American Bash. That will be up on Patreon as early as the first week of February, I believe, because we are recording this weekend on Sunday. So that should be up immediately for you guys. I'm sorry about the delay, but there's so much other stuff over there that you can get from Creatia World, whether it's Multiverse with Travis and Mara, butt prints, all sorts of things that we offer. Go check out the tiered subscriptions and see what we have to offer there. And, I mean, you can subscribe for $1 and get me talking about WCW if me talking about AEW and WWE isn't enough for you. And I'm doing it with Travis. So,
well, I might have to, because I'm boycotting AEW, so I need an extra wrestling show to hear someone talk about. So maybe that's an avenue that people can explore if you decide to boycott AEW with me.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos has enough money. I think I've been saying Elon, and Elon does not own Amazon. Bezos does. I think I've been doing that for quite a while.
I did not know enough to correct you, so and that's on both of us.
I'm sure there are people like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He thinks the guy that owns Tesla owns Amazon.
I'm like,
I fucked up.
It's all right. Players fuck up. Players fuck up.
Vince, plug yourself.
Yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SCSVince. You can hit the link tree in my bio. We'll take you to everything Straight Talk, Creatia World, Spitter Swallow, Smacking Raw, all the works. We just recently dropped an episode this past Monday, yesterday evening, right at the start of Monday Night Raw, where we did some what we call Chicago Bulls Jenga trades, where you just pull a piece from the bottom, try not to blow the whole thing up and just rearrange things. And we're going to be having our NBA All-Star starters / reserve predictions podcast, either dropping on Monday or this Sunday evening. So go ahead and check that out. And like I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm gonna try to bring back Spitter Swallow with either Matt, depending on scheduling conflicts. And if not, then I'll link up with Justin or Benji, and then we'll talk Royal Rumble. I'm excited. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views, if not my most favorite pay-per-view of the whole year. So we'll be doing that. So stay tuned for that.
It's probably gonna have to be Legado de Chicago, just because I am gonna be super busy the next 2 weeks. So
yeah, that's true. But yeah, so you go ahead and do that, and then search up SES Vince in your favorite podcasting feed. It will take you to everything Straight Talk.
And you guys can follow me on Twitter at MattBrothers at MATTRIDDER. Every Friday, Smacking It Raw live, 11 p.m. here on Twitch and YouTube and on Facebook. So if you are following us on all those places, you'll never miss it. 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern. This week, we have Pretty Kyle from the Apron Bump joining us. Yes. And then I think the first week that Vince is off from his 3 weeks of having to work and not being able to show up, we're going to have Will fill in, because who better to take your spot than Will? Also, it's been about a year, and he was kind of sad I haven't invited him back. So,
well, the last time you had him on the show, he was on his phone in his kitchen, and he left halfway through it. Like
exactly, but that was an impromptu thing. Like he wasn't scheduled. Now he's scheduled. He'll be ready to go.
I think the last formal one was when we did it. Like I think on the Saturday morning.
Yeah, it was like a year ago. So
yeah, like a year ago. Okay, about a year ago today.
But I figured Will's the perfect person to fill the hole that you're going to leave behind.
I mean, you do have, like I said, you do have Katie, and there's nothing wrong with doing a 2-person show. We did one.
Oh,
2
absolutely
weeks
not.
ago.
Yeah, no. Yeah. But I want
Katie's more than Katie's more than enough to like get the ball rolling and talk.
Will filled your hole last week on Creatia Conversation.
Yeah.
Will is your designated hole filler. But anyway, it's time to get out of here. Also, Getting Off, like I said, new episode dropped. You can follow me on Twitter at Getting Off. For Daddy Delgado, the Pornhub Poppy, the Sultan of Spitter Swallow, SES Vince.
Swish or swallow.
Spit or swallow. You can swish it too. I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your number one news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub.
Later, y'all.